Hello everyone, my name is Mark and I have a off-script review of Shin Megami Tensei 5. I'm technically almost done with the game. I beat the Canon of Creation and I'm currently playing through Canon of Vengeance. And I'm at the ending of Canon of Vengeance, so I feel like I'm ready to speak about it slightly on what I properly think about the game. Disclaimer, I own the original game on Switch, but I didn't really play it as much. Reason number one is because I don't like that system. That system really aged like shit. Like it's not a good system anymore. I was thinking about emulating it on Yuzu or something like that, but I just never got around to it. And when I was about to get to it eventually, they announced that there's a re-release called Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. So I decided to wait for that, and I honestly did not regret playing the original. I actually had a good time playing it on PC than I did on Switch. Like there's an actual definitive port this time, and I'm really impressed with it. And I'm long story short, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Well, DLCs aside, a 9 out of 10. I'll get to the DLCs in a little bit. So let me talk about what I thought about the game. So I know that, like I said earlier, I didn't really play the original, but I kind of did my research and noticed that some things have changed. Like, I've heard that the original release, you had to grind a lot to fight some bosses. And what else? In this version, you could be probably 10 levels behind. As long as you know what you're doing and you have a strategy, you can easily win a fight. Like if you have a good team comp, you could easily win, depending how good you are. What else is there? There's a new what they're advertising, the new Canon of Vengeance. I liked how they kept the original story on the side, called Canon of Creation in this release. Uh, Originally there's four endings in the original release, and now in this new version there's six. So there's four in Canon of Creation, and then there's two in Canon of Vengeance. Right now, I didn't get a single ending yet. I believe in Canon of Vengeance, there's two new endings called the Law ending, I believe, and one is the Chaos ending. Uh, Sorry about that. Yeah. Um, so right now, I'm going to do that soon. Um, I technically got all four endings in Canon of Creation, but by playing the game once. How I did that is that I had a save file ready, and I loaded the game up four times or three different times to get all the other endings. So that's how I got all the Steam achievements very easily. So I just loaded it back. There's this true neutral ending that you kind of had to work for. You had to do some certain quests to unlock that ending. So I got that prepared before I went going into the final dungeon. And what I thought about between Canon of Creation and Canon of Vengeance is wow. Obviously, Canon of Vengeance is way better. As a solo game, if you just play Canon of Vengeance by itself, holy crap, it was such a good time. I like the new Shinjuku level. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Shinjuku. That level is really fun to go through. And what I noticed that in Canon of Vengeance is this third area that's not in Canon of Vengeance. So I kind of like what they did, adding some purpose to Canon of Creation, having an exclusive level tied to that storyline. So there's one level of difference between each story path. Um, so and I also like that there's a new transformation in Canon of Creation, where he kind of looks cool. I actually like his new transformation. I'm not gonna spoil how that happens, so I'm gonna let you guys take a look at that on your own if you play Canon of Vengeance. I like how there's inclusion of human party members this time in the game. I know that in the original story path, there's no human companions. Um, what else did I like? I like that once you beat a certain boss, you could, maybe I could spoil it. The original release has been 2 years old. There's a DLC in the original game called the True, like the Return of the True Demon, where there's like a long quest line. It's like an hour long, where you collect a thing called the menorahs, and as you fight the bosses in that side quest, you eventually meet the demi-feed. And let me say this: the demi-feed is like one of the freaking hardest bosses I've ever fought in the game in a while. That boss really kicked my fucking ass. Pardon my language. It was really difficult. What's cool, I don't know if this is like exclusive to this release. You get to recruit the Demi-Fiend on your team. You get to have him as a guest character, which is really awesome. I don't remember that being in the original release, seeing online, right? I would have probably known about it if I like saw some online clips, right? But having him on your team is really broken. Let me say that, like, crazy broken. And what else is new is that there's a new level cap. You get to go all the way up to level 150, and I believe there's like a new type of difficulty called Godborn. I don't know if I'm gonna do that right away, because that seems like a really like it sounds hard, right? I know that each enemy is gonna be like crazy high, even normal enemies. The way you unlock level 150 is that you have to do some prerequisite stuff. Like, by the time you make it to the final dungeon, you have a side quest that unlocks. So you just start from there. There's two side quests, I believe. One, I feel like I shouldn't spoil that. Yeah, there's two important side quests you have to do to unlock Godborn. After you unlock Godborn, you get to go to the world of shadows, and there's this skill. I forgot the name of it on top of my head. It costs 999 points to unlock like ascendance. You get to go all the way up from level 99 to level 150, which is really fun. So I'm gonna talk about some things that I didn't like. There is some, like, I know you don't have to use them if you don't need to, right? But there's these handicaps that you call that roam around the world, unless if you have the DLC. If you have the DLC, it's broken. You get to like break through the game. They're called I believe they're called Mitamas or something like that. Those like weird teardrop type characters. There's like different types of them. One can give you a level boost, like entirely boost your level. Getting like, from like level 54 to level 55, you can easily grind level 99 within like less than an hour. It's stupid easy, and you can grind money easily. You can grind if you have. I have that DLC, right? Because I bought the deluxe edition, and I noticed that. Wow, this takes the freaking challenge out of the game. I don't like that. I know I kind of sound pissed about it, but like, I like my games evenly hard. But I know it's like I said, you don't need it. You don't have to use it. You can just disable it. But just knowing that I have that power to just go up to level 99 within like 60 minutes is just, I don't like that thought. It's just, I can do it if I really want to, but like, it's stupid. And there's this free DLC. It's good for people who who have like just want to see the story and all that. It's called the safety difficulty. And what I don't like about it specifically is that if you use that DLC, like that safety difficulty, you can easily beat the Demi-Fiend or Shiva easily, right? But my problem with that is that the achievements don't get disabled, right? You can just get the achievement easily by just using that. At least that's what I know, right? It's just a shame that you could easily cheese the platinum in Shin Megami Tensei 5. Yeah, I know I sound like a stupid nerd, right? Like, oh, this guy likes challenging his games. Get a fucking life. Like, I don't know. I just can't help it, you know. Other than that, cheese aside, all the like the easy like cheesing methods in that game, I really really love this game. Um, this year is great for Atlas. You know, you had Persona 3 Reload in February, and now you have Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance in June, and now in October you have Metaphor Refantasio. I can't wait for that. I had that on pre-order, and I can't wait to eventually experience that in a few months. Other than that, I highly recommend this game on PC or PlayStation or Xbox. I wouldn't buy this thing on Switch. I can't even play the original on Switch just without saying, wow, the frames dip below 20. That's how it feels like. I did my research about the Switch version of Shin Megami Tensei 5 and on the Switch, right? The Vengeance release. And people say it performs the exact same. Nothing changed. It below like the frames is shit. The game is like 720p and below probably. Um, I truly believe that this Steam version, the PC version, is the best version. Reason why is because you have the Steam Deck. You can basically have the Switch version on the go if you own a Steam Deck as well. Other than that, yeah, if you're gonna pick a version, if you're fortunate to have a gaming PC or something, buy it on PC. It's honestly great. Other than that, that's all I have to say about the game. You guys should go buy it on a sale. Or, yeah, I would say maybe at this point, I'd recommend the game around 70 bucks or so. I'm Canadian, so uh, full price games are between $80 to $95. So I'd say buy the game at 70 bucks. But if you don't care about the 15 extra dollars that costs more what I mentioned, go for it. You won't be disappointed. Now, what I recommend is that play Canada Vengeance first. I played Canada Creation first, and I was like, wow. I started New Game Plus with my compendium on my side. And oh, before I end the video, let me mention the compendium. The compendium in this game is probably one of the best compendiums in any Atlas game ever created. The reason why I say this is because you can fuse demons you don't have by using your compendium. You can like use like a compendium fusion. You don't have to have them in your party. Even though it's kind of costly, right? Because money in this game can kind of be expensive. Summoning in the game can be very pricey unless you can get the miracles. Other than that, like I said, this time I'm done talking about the game. Go buy it. You won't be disappointed. Take care. Bye.